Talking points memo. Many on the American left are just fine with the full body scanner machines and the intrusive pat-downs at the airport. But why? Here now, Fox News analysts Alan Colmes and Monica Crowley. So are you surprised that the lefties are on board with this?
I'm not surprised. You've got a far-left president, so suddenly they've decided that all these kinds of intrusive actions are okay. Do you remember during the Bush years after 9/11, Bill, the left went bananas over every single thing President Bush tried to do to keep us safe, from the warrantless wiretapping to Guantanamo, indefinite detention, and the Patriot Act, right? They went crazy. Everything was a violation of your privacy or a civil rights emergency. Now you actually have a civil rights emergency, and the left is stone cold quiet.
I see it as a violation of your privacy. I don't see this as a civil rights emergency.
You don't think having to go through a naked body scanner and having a government agent who is armed looking at your full in all of God's glory is a violation of your civil rights?
I don't know about that. I don't know if it's
you
because
must have
you're
a lot
basically
to be proud of, Bill.
Look, I understand the intrusion. Is it unconstitutional? Would the Supreme Court rule it's unconstitutional? I don't think so. Now, Colmes, you objected, as Ms. Crowley, Dr. Crowley, pointed out, to almost every Bush anti-terror program. You yourself.
That's correct. That's right. By the way, I want to know, why am I scanned when I come in here?
Why are you scanned?
Yeah, that's right. I want a full body scan.
You're scanned?
It's not necessary.
Okay.
I think you know me by now. You know what I'm saying?
You know why you're scanned? Because the guys want some giggles. All right? That's why.
Fine.
Don't play that game with me, Colmes. You'll get slapped down every time.
That's very funny, O'Reilly.
Let's get back to the issue. You objected to every anti-terror thing, but you're on board with this.
No, I'm not on board, and neither is the left.
You don't like this?
No. And I don't agree with your premise that the left, this big monolithic entity.
I gave you 4. I could have given you 10.
Who are the 4? What's that
Some
guy?
Time Magazine pinhead,
What?
2 MSNBC commentators, and Lauer.
Wait. Barnacle's not liberal. I don't know that
Barnacle's not liberal?
I don't know he's not that liberal. I don't know that Matt Lauer's
Do you know
liberal.
Barnacle?
No.
Come on.
I don't know that. You know,
Barnacle just had a heart attack that you said he wasn't liberal.
You find 3 people, and that means the left. What about the ACLU? Are they liberal enough?
No, they don't like it. That's true. Okay, but there are plenty on the left who are okay with this. And the ACLU hasn't said anything. No press conference.
They are taking what the ACLU is doing is they're taking people's reports.
You know what they did? They went, Psst, we don't like it.
No,
they didn't do any big thing.
No, wait a minute.
Aren't I right?
Wait. Exactly right.
Thank you.
You're trying to make the case that the left.
All right, I'll get to you back.
You're wrong about it.
Had this been the Bush administration that did this, the ACLU would be screaming from the mountaintops. They'd be demanding the A block on the show to scream at President Bush. They put out a very weak-kneed statement.
You're trying to paint.
You're
wrong to paint the liberals this way.
Why do you object to the body scans?
Because it doesn't make us safer.
What would you do?
I would do exactly what we've been doing. You know, every time we think we're going to do something
But you just heard
different.
Mr. Pistol say, the underwear bomber, we could not have seen that bomb with the old stuff.
He didn't even get on a plane in the United States.
Okay, it doesn't matter,
in this country.
Pistol says, and this is a good point, we couldn't have stopped him if he got on the plane in Toledo.
And that is why I don't think these scans do a great job. So there's no sense.
No. Now you can, but before you can't.
Not. Whatever it is that we do, they're going to find ways around it. I don't think this makes us safer. It's a false sense of security. And at what point does the American people are finally saying,
why do you object to it?
I actually agree with him on his last point, that it doesn't make us safer, because what we've done since 9/11 is always fight the last war. So the last attempted terrorist attack aboard an aircraft was a Christmas Day bomber, and he had explosives in his underwear. So now we go through this whole expensive, violating exercise of putting everybody through these machines.
But do you believe Pistol when he says that the old machines can't find that kind of a device?
That may be true, Bill, but the terrorists are 10 steps ahead of us, and we're always
fighting
have another the last war.
Right.
Or they're going to find a way to get around it, or they're going to attack us in a different way. So we need to be smarter about this. We need to be going about this. Instead of putting everybody and their mama through these machines, we need to be doing behavioral profiling.
Good debate. Good debate. And I want you both to have a happy Thanksgiving. They'll be spending it together. I'm not kidding.
I know, scary.
I'm not kidding. Can you imagine that table?
There'll be some dry cleaning afterwards.
All right. Directly ahead, Miss Whoopi Goldberg enters the no-spin zone. Get ready. We'll be